Okay, where was I? Samples, drums, everything. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and actually give a rundown of how everything's gonna work with this setup. So, generally speaking, I start with the drum set here, right into the DAW. And this DAW is getting signal in from this mixer. You might be asking, what goes into this mixer? And why are these like this? These are all individually connected to one of these synthesizers. My Arturio Microbrute, my Korg Monologue, and my electric piano, Yamaha, if you care. It's a shitty electric piano. It's always going to sound bad. I like the way that it is for certain things, but again, I've had this thing since I was 14, and the sounds are real bad quality. Like, I don't believe for a second that's a real piano, but I do like some of the other sounds. I like the harmonica because I think it's kind of stupid. And then we'll go, if we want to feel real 80s, we'll hit up with the synth strings. Woo, that's what's up. Yeah, it's perfect. I like this sound. Let's do that. But we're going to swing everything here, so all the signal comes in this way. I can affect it however I want. That effects panel I mentioned before, right down there, is wired into this as an effect, so I can set the dry wet to how much that effects panel affects the initial input of the sound coming from the synthesizer. And I'll let you know that this effects panel is specifically for guitars. It's a multi-channel effects processor, and it has a variety of different effects to choose from. And it's supposed to be for guitar, but I like it with the electric piano and the synthesizer, so that's what I'm doing. I have my headphones here, which is not very well organized. I mean, basically what I have is a bunch of chords, and it's kind of gross. None of it's organized. I mean, it's tucked away, and it does what I need it to do, but it's messy as fuck. External hard drive, a second external hard drive. This is the one that actually has all my samples in it. A squid connector for all my USBs, but it's offline right now. Right below it, I have my Focusrite 2i2 to do a USB audio interface between this audio signal into there, into the computer, seen as a midified connection, so to speak. I can get audio in there without an error. Finally, I have over here a 4-channel stereo line mixer, which I have rigged up to individual sections, such as like the raw data from the synthesizers into the main mixer. Usually I have this rigged up to the USB interface for troubleshooting. And then finally, the way the computer is sending signal back and forth. I also have this other option right here if I wanted to run a microphone directly into the stereo line and skip this mixer entirely. I rarely do that. That's only if I'm recording to tape, which I'm going to go right into right now. I got this tape recorder or cassette deck from a thrift shop. It's two tapes. I can only record on the second one. The first one plays back. It will not allow me to overdub, so I cannot write tapes on top of tapes with additional content. I can only do a straight dub, which means I copy the data from here onto a separate tape. Useless in my situation. I understand if someone would do it if you wanted to duplicate a disc, but I'm making my own music. I don't really need to duplicate my own discs that many times. And then up here we have an amplifier. The amplifier is rigged to take signal from the stereo line as well as the cassette deck and send it out via phone connector into my monitor speaker, which is meant for live performances. It's mono, it doesn't have any stereo dimensions to it, it's grimy, it's dirty, and it distorts a lot. It's perfect. And I have a little project for a build your own synthesizer. This does not work. Instead, it actually just fries batteries. That's what it does. Maybe I organized it wrong, maybe I didn't follow the instructions well, but it shouldn't be this difficult. All it does is fries batteries. Kind of useless. But I'll keep it there just in case I ever figured it out. And of course, thousands and thousands of tapes, including the only one that actually is from an artist that isn't me, Depeche Mode. It's a live recording. Okay, cool. Back into what I was doing. Let's go ahead and start making some drums.